Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Ethereum, Polkadot. We're going to take a look at Neo. Neo is up like to almost like $130, right? We're going to take a look at Litecoin, Link, XRP, and of course Tesla, right? So now, if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Link of our public Discord in the description, also the link of our Telegram public group in the description, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at basically Ethereum and BTC and what type of price action we could anticipate over the next like a few days and so on, right? So if you notice well, the move right here we got back in December, January, before the breakout from Ethereum, we did have a nice channel right here. Started from like a the sell-off we got like back in November, late November, dumped hard down to the daily 21 EMA and created a three-way move, push to the upside, another sell-off down to the 21 EMA on the daily right here, got a nice support before the move to the upside. If you notice well, what happened back in like a mid-February, we did have a big dump, right? And we also created another dump right here like a mid-March, right? So that's mid-February, mid-March, and we got a nice support late March right here, three-way move again right here, and a big dump down to the 21 EMA. So what we're expecting right now, if the structure going to be the same, we could potentially see, let's do this. So let's go ahead and take a look at BTC right now. So what we could see over the next like a few days and so on is like we could potentially see BTC to push back up above the 21 EMA. So our immediate resistance right now, price action, once again, it is below the 21 EMA. So that's not good at all, right? MACD is bearish, so it means like bulls are losing control on a daily basis. Okay, we do not want to see like our price action start to start trading like below the daily 21 EMA, and at the same time MACD crossing bearish. So most of the time it's gonna require a lot of energy basically to basically pump back up above the 21 EMA and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a 2-day basis, right? On a 2-day basis, what we said was like, even though we bullish, everything was actually very, very bullish, but we did not get any confirmation, right, on a 2-day basis, right? As you can see, what we were waiting for to get a confirmation from BTC bulls, right? We needed to see MACD to cross bullish right there. Okay, so on my previous update, we said as long as we stay below the signal line right here, we could be facing like lower prices and just try to retest the 3-day 21 EMA right here. Okay, so we did not cross below the we did not close below the 21 EMA on a 3-day basis. So can we retest it? Absolutely, but it is just going to be consolidation and all that good stuff. So we have to wait and see what we're going to get, if we're going to be able to bounce back up above the daily 21 EMA, or we're just going to be consolidating at the 3-day 21 EMA, which is just about like 53 down to a 51 range. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a 3 weeks time frame. So BTC on a 3 weeks time frame, we got a bad news and a good news. Okay, the bad news is like we did retest almost last last 3 weeks lows right here. Okay, but we did not quite retest it, right? So that's the bad news. The good news is like we bounced right back up 50% of the previous body candle right here. So we just have to wait and see, right, what we're going to get like going forward within the next like a few days and so on. We're going to get a big volume right here. Okay, so volume is decreasing, right? Price is increasing. If you notice well on the Chaink and Tesla right here, we talk about like a decreasing volume, right, and high prices, right, on then Chaink and Tesla pattern. It is always a good sign. Okay, most of the time a good sign. Okay, not always. Okay, so you can see like we got similar structure right here when price was making higher highs, right? Volume was decreasing. Okay, what you see, like we basically managed to push to the upside slowly, but managed to basically pump from like a 10K all the way up to 60K. All right, so if like we're gonna expect like similar structure, we could definitely on a higher time frame, not the lower degree. Remember, the lower degree, we still need to consolidate just about like the 2-day 21 EMA and 3-day 21 EMA, which is just about like a 53 up to basically 57 range. But on the higher time frame, we're still looking pretty good, and we're not creating any low, okay, below the candle open. This candle open just about like 51, okay, so 52, okay, we did break below it, but we're still okay on the Heikin-Ashi, okay. On the Heikin-Ashi candle, we have to break like below, let's say 50k cleanly, okay, drop all the way down to 46 to create a tail, okay. So as long as we're not creating any tails, right, we okay, we pretty bullish going forward, right. So now let's go ahead and take a look at DOT on a daily basis. So that basically managed to dump nicely right there, okay. Did not expect the bulls, okay, to get rejected after this pump, right, but we basically got a nice support right around like a $30 DOT, okay. The next support for DOT, it is going to be 23 to 25, but the big target for DOT going to be like 75 to 85. So bulls just need to basically break 43 44 range, and basically could be basically getting a nice run up to basically $80 range, okay. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, what we said was like we basically hit our target up to 23.5, right, and 25.50 range. Could potentially basically drop all the way down to like a low 2000 range, and that's what we did exactly. So Ethereum, even though we dumped nicely right here, it is still looking pretty good, okay. It is still looking pretty good. You take a look at the range right here, the mid range, right, that's where we bounce off at, right. So just have to wait and see if MACD going to be crossing bearish over the next like a few days and so on. But Ethereum, it is still looking pretty good, okay. Resistance, it is still going to be 25 26. If we break this range, we're gonna have to basically dip lower and try to find support at 1870, right, to 1971 range right here, okay, right there, just about like a 1971 down to basically a 1882 range, okay. We already bounced off 1950, give or take, depending on which exchange you're using, but we're getting a nice support right there. So Ethereum macro scale, it is still pretty bullish. Let's take a look at Ethereum USDT on poloniex. So if you take a look at Ethereum on a 3-day basis, right, we bounce off the right here, we just like hit the 2-day 21 EMA also right there, okay. Did not even close below it, and the 3-day 21 EMA, we did not even retest it, okay. So even if we dip lower, right, we still got our 21 EMA on a 3-day basis, okay, as a support right there, okay. So Ethereum, it is still looking pretty good. Litecoin, it is still looking pretty good. We hit our target to 88 310 range. We're still looking for higher prices up to $400 range, right. So big sell volume from the bears, right, but I don't think it is a big deal right now. Even though we dump all the way down to like a 228, we just retested the support level right here, okay. Previous resistance now acting as a support, right. Remember Litecoin, we said right here we needed to break 228 240, right. If we pump to the upside, we can still dip down to the mid 250 range, but we dip all the way down to the previous resistance, which is basically a 228. So we're looking good, okay. If we dip lower, we still got support at 228 from from the Litecoin bulls, right. So Neo, we're still basically just gonna focus on the higher time frame, right. So Neo, what we said was like, we're gonna be looking for the 137 140 range, right, after we break the $80. So it is still looking good. It is still a good hold. It is likely to retest like all-time high, just about like $200 over the next like a few weeks and so on. Now, the $80 to $90 range going to be our next support level once we get a potential rejection from all-time high, okay. So $80 to $90 now is our strong support going forward, right. So now let's take a look at VET. So VET, it is still looking pretty strong. Right now we're at 1.27 extension. So next extension we're going to be looking for, it is going to be a 1.41 extension, which is exactly at 40 cents. So VET, if we break once again 27-28 cents, we're going to be looking for another potential resistance up to basically 40 cents, right? And after that, we're going to be looking for the 1.618 extension almost at 70 cents. So we talked about it when VET was like 2.5 cents. We said VET is likely to hit $1. So $1, it is definitely a could be a done deal for the VeChain bulls, right? So now King XRP, it is still looking pretty good. Let's take a look at XRP on a macro scale. On a 3 weeks time frame, we got a rejection just about like $2, but it is okay. We dipped lower down to like $1.15 and so on. It is still a good hold because our next upside target, once again, just like VeChain, 1.618 extension for XRP going to be nearly $4.50, right, to $4.60 range. So XRP, it is still a good hold going into the summer and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at basically Link. We're gonna have to take a look at it on a lower degree. So Link, beautiful support, dumped back down to $31, down to 28, right? So it is still looking pretty good. Beautiful breakout, retest previous resistance right here, right? So now we're going to be looking for the upside target up to $50. If you notice where the blue trend line right here, right, it is our previous resistance, okay, previous all-time high, August 2020, right there, right? And we got the June 2019 resistance also right there, just about $4, right? And we got right here almost like $20. That's a 5x move, so we could expect like another basically at least 2x to 3x move up to basically $80 once we break a $50 range. So Link, it is still a good hold. So Tezos, we're just gonna talk about Tezos BTC. So as you can see, like a Tezos, I said it multiple times, guys, when Tezos was right here, we just need to reaccumulate right there, okay, all the way down to like a 7,000, 6,000 range. If you can buy Tezos at 6,000, 7,000 sats, it is going to be a steal. Right now, MACD already, above the histogram. You can see like volume is pretty low in terms of selling pressure. Once we break 14,000 sats, we're definitely going to be challenging August high, which is almost at 40,000 sats, guys. So Tezos, it is still extremely bullish. It is moving very slow, but we got another 200% move, 250% move over the next like a few weeks and so on. Our immediate resistance definitely going to be right there, just about like a 14,000 sats. We can still break it, retest it, and go to the moon after that, right? So guys, if you're new to my content, don't forget to hit the like. If you find the content useful, you can definitely subscribe to the channel, join the public Telegram group, link in the description, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.